to Depth with Academia. I'm Richard Price, CEO of academia.edu, and I'm absolutely thrilled you're me today. Seriously, this is one of episodes that gets straight to the big mind-ending questions, like what is reality and how does consciousness fit into it? I know, kind of a small topic, right? Well, today's episode is all about a paper by Rajiv Singh titled Beyond Physics and Mind, a comparative philosophy and scientific analysis of Roger Rose's Cosm and the philosophy Reality. And, well, that's a title that a wild ride. Now, quick disclaimer, I'm here, Tully present. There's arguments and not to them. Can't say it enough, really. All academic research is work in progress, viewpoint, not gospel. That spirit of exploration is what drives us, right? So what's the question this paper addresses? Basically, Singh asks, can we truly explain reality physics, mathematics, and our own conscious awareness as one unified thing? Or are these just separate, mysterious domains forever? Think about that for a second. That stuff's not just abstract. It's the kind of question that sits beneath we do, from building computers to asking why you feel like yourself at all, the significance. Well, if we ever want a comprehensive theory of the universe, that ultimate theory of everything, we have solved this puzzle of how math, matter and mind all fit together. If you're a scientist, a philosopher, or someone wondering what's real and what's not, these ideas matter in the most practical way for how our lives, our tech, even our sense of meaning. Okay, let's dive in. Singh basically compares two rivals, well, maybe not rivals, but two big frameworks. First, Roger Penrose's vision. Penrose, the famousist who's always thinking at the of the possible. In books like The Emperor's New Mind and Shadows of Mind, Penrose argues that physics, we know it, it's incomplete. Quantum doesn't explain everything, especially not how the works pen claims consciousness can't be a computer running algorithms. He actually brings in Gödel's incompleteness theorem to say, hey, the mind does more than rules. It sees truths that no algorithm could. And then, with Hameroff, he proposes this wild, orchestrated objective reduction, or OR, saying consciousness emerges quantum inside these tiny things called tubules neurons. Sound technical? For sure. But the bottom line is, for Penrose, consciousness is woven the deepest laws of physics. But, here comes Singh's main critique, Penrose connects physics and mind. He admits he doesn't really explain why they go together. Is there an underlying glue? Enter the philosophy of reality, its main subject. This framework says, forget starting with physics trying to explain mind in what kind of reality could even allow physics, math, and consciousness to all emerge together. Singh argues for a structural unity. Everything is grounded in AI of recurring, stabilizing structure. Math, logic, awareness. They're not just results, but different faces of this one deep structure. So, how does all that matter for listening right now? Well, think of it this way. If Penrose is right, then OWN isn't just chemicals firing, but might be to the deepest parts of universe. If Singh's structural ontology is right, then there's a blueprint beneath everything, of generating the of an inner awareness. That means it's not just science fiction, it's a challenge to rethink who we are and what's possible. Here's where Singh gets really interesting. He doesn't just pick one side. He points out where both thinkers agree. Both math is real, not just human-made. They both say consciousness is fundamental, not just a product. They both challenge the idea that everything can be explained by computers. But then Singh Penrose, why would consciousness be stuck in biological brains? Can't it happen elsewhere? Would a computer, or heck, a rock ever become conscious? There's also a worry if future experiments disorder Chopin's theory could take a hit. Singh framework, by contrast, isn't tied to quantum mechanics specifically. Views consciousness as emerging from structure, period. Oh, and there's this fun side note. I always wonder when I about consciousness outside of biology, could there be conscious toaster? If you arrange circuits and feedback loops the right way, could your breakfast make up its own mind? Frankly, that idea, floats there for me, unanswered. Maybe that's another episode, right? Returning to the paper, what Singh conclude, he doesn't say Penn is wrong. Instead, he offers, Penrose gives us a physical story about how mind-cosmos might fit together. Singh's philosophy of provides a broader blueprint explaining why such a story possible at all. It's not an either or. The two are complementary. Penrose is specific and physical. Singh is general philosophical. So wrapping up, what should you take away? Academic research, even of the biggest questions, is a not the. These frameworks, Penn's quantum conscious theory, Singh's structural ontology, offer ideas that just might, how you understand your mind, your world, maybe even how you see yourself, the universe. Remember, as always, I'm presenting these neutrally. Absolute here, just ways thinking, more mysteries to ponder for being curious, and until next time, keep exploring those questions, even the wild ones.